go.
Watch this terrifying moment.
Do you have any medical assistance? Yeah, we're here. We're right here. Are you bleeding?
Molten rock, ash, and debris exploding hundreds of feet into the air off the coast of Hawaii's Big Island. In the crosshairs, this lava tour sightseeing boat packed with more than 50 passengers and crew. Passenger video capturing the chaotic scene when a lava bomb, a massive chunk of flaming rock shot out of the ocean. Kilauea has been erupting since May 3rd, destroying businesses, schools, and over 700 homes
Severe
in
weather
the process.
in Branson, all part of the same system now threatening tornadoes tonight. 40 million Americans are on alert at this hour. This tornado reported just a short time ago in Middletown, Indiana, and it comes after a devastating outbreak in Iowa. 27 reported tornadoes, this one in Bondurant as we came on the air last night, crossing the road in a cloud of debris. And look inside the EF3 tornado that devastated downtown Marshalltown, 144-mile-an-hour wind. And just stunning damage from the EF3 in Pella, 144-mile-an-hour winds, shattering cars and building
Tonight,
parts.
severe weather on the move. This apparent tornado touching down west of Louisville. Multiple homes damaged. The same system spawning dozens of reported twisters Thursday.
Right over our house. And then there's a full-fledged tornado over there north.
The National Weather Service issuing a tornado emergency in Marshalltown, Iowa. A twister tearing through downtown. Residents also racing for cover in nearby towns. Dozens of homes damaged in Bondurant.
Is it coming this way?
In Pella, hundreds celebrating a manufacturing company's anniversary when that EF3 twister tore through with 144-mile-per-hour winds. 7 people were hurt. And tonight, Marshalltown is a city on the mend.
Rescue crews from across Europe are rushing in to help Greece as the country is plagued by the deadliest fires in over a decade. 2 fires broke out near Athens Monday with gale-force winds pushing the blaze along the coast. The fires have killed at least 74 people and forced over 700 more into the water to escape the flames.
Through a beach resort community popular with tourists and retirees. The Coast Guard and passing boats reported picking up around 700 people who had fled to beaches for safety. But tragically, the fire swept through too quickly for others to save themselves, and in some cases, families reportedly trapped behind a wall of fire and smoke. Rescue crews reported finding more than 20 people huddled together on a beach, and the Red Cross told local media that some had apparently been family members who were found hugging each other.
I'm Miguel Almaguer, where the West is facing a triple threat: fires, floods, and heat. 42 million are suffering through dangerously hot temperatures. In Phoenix, a record 116. In Southern California, where the heat has already killed 6, the power grid is strained as cooling centers open. The record-breaking heat is also fueling ferocious fires. With flames threatening 3,500 structures just 2 miles from Yosemite, the park is shutting down tomorrow. Firefighters need rain, but not like this. Thunderstorms in Colorado washing away roads, triggering mudslides, dumping nearly 2 inches of rain in just 20 minutes.
People just glad they got out of the water.
Tonight across the West, no relief in sight as temperatures soar and fires roar.
In the UK, formerly green fields have turned to beige as there has been no rain in some places for 54 consecutive days. The country, internationally famed for its rainfall and inconsistent summers, heated up to 33 degrees this week, and temperatures are predicted to rise. And in Sweden, the hottest summer for 260 years has seen over 25,000 hectares worth of wildfires burn across the country. That's including in the normally mild Arctic Circle.
It's not just Europe that's in the grip of unusually high temperatures. Japan is experiencing a record-breaking heat wave, which officials say contributed to the death of 65 people last week. More than 30,000 people were admitted to hospitals suffering from
A little further north in the city of Kumagaya, it is considerably hotter. The thermometer here hit 41.1 degrees on Monday. the highest ever recorded anywhere in Japan.
An historic Maryland city is under state of emergency after powerful flash flooding devastated its downtown. Torrential rain sent water rushing into Ellicott City yesterday for the second time in less than 2 years.
The water approached the second floor of buildings and swept away cars. First responders rescued dozens of people. One person is missing this morning.
The flash flood came in with a roar Sunday, turning Main Street in Ellicott City, Maryland into a raging river. The fast-moving water quickly swept away cars and carried debris down the usually busy Main Street. As the flooding began Sunday, police had a stern warning for those trying to drive through the high water.
The whole lower level is underwater.
In some buildings, the floodwaters rose past the first floor, leaving people scrambling for higher ground.
I actually know a lot of people that work down here, and a lot of them were trapped on like the second and third story floors because they couldn't get out.
They say this is a once every 1,000-year flood, and we had 2 of them in 2 years.
Ellicott City is still reeling from a catastrophic 2016 flood that killed 2 people, decimated Main Street, and cost around $20 million in damage.
I don't think I'm, without exaggeration, saying that this is worse than July 30th of 2016.
Now, less than 2 years later, the scene here is eerily similar to July of 2016.
I can just tell you my heart is broken. Thinking about what the people had gone through here, they rebuilt, and now they're faced with the same daunting task again.
Good evening, I'm Jeff Glore, and we're going to begin here with the waves of rain drenching neighborhoods from the Carolinas to New England. In Pennsylvania, the floods are being called historic. Some have had to escape flooded homes and cars by boat. Parts of the state have gotten more than a foot of rain since the downpour started on Saturday. In the capital, Harrisburg, it is the wettest July ever. The surrounding county has been soaked with 78 billion gallons of water.
In Maryland, some of the crest gates on the Conowingo Dam were open to alleviate water levels following downpours there. And the heavy rains are bringing damage and frustration. A sinkhole opened up overnight next to Priscilla Stoner's home in Palmyra, Pennsylvania.
It's very concerning. I mean, we're in a neighborhood where it's just happening and you just never know when you're going to wake up and have this in your backyard. If it collapsed that easily overnight, who knows what it could have done during the day.
A sinkhole swallows a car in Colorado, and it's caught on camera. The car disappeared into a giant sinkhole Tuesday night. Happened in the town of Sheridan near Denver, where they had a series of storms. The sinkhole was about 3 lanes wide. That's massive. The woman who was driving was able to get out before the roadway collapsed.
Now to the terrifying moments behind the wheel for a Minnesota teenager. Take a look at this. A 16-year-old driver on his way to work, driving right into that massive sinkhole west of Minneapolis. Police say rough weather washed out the road. His grandmother says he had to escape by scrambling out of a window. Police say his seatbelt and airbag saved him.
Severe storms living in South Florida.
But time-lapse video of one interesting storm in Nevada is making the rounds on social media. It's called a microburst. It's a column of sinking air inside a thunderstorm, which can cause strong winds. The time-lapse shows the storm developing over just 15 minutes.
In central Arizona, another wild storm tonight featuring dust, hail, and rain.
This time-lapse video captured the massive wall of dust as it barreled through the Phoenix area. The dust storm reduced visibility to 0 during yesterday's evening rush hour and was followed by hail and more than an inch of rain in parts of Phoenix. Phenomenon known as a haboob forms during the summer monsoon months when a wall of thunderstorms push powerful winds over the desert. National Weather Service forecaster Paul Iñiguez.
So they present themselves as this big rolling dust cloud as it crosses the desert.
It's almost apocalyptic to see.
It can look pretty substantial, yeah, to people as it's coming in. So, and it does pose a pretty significant threat to people out there.